me? Yeah, good. So I'd like to already thank everyone who's come here. It's such a pleasure and an honor to have so many of you here, and also so many in the cloud there watching us today. It's really a true pleasure. The organization of this event is a huge logistic, but it's every year a better success than the previous year. That's our ambition, and I hope you will feel the same after this event. We are trying to make everything possible for you to network with as many companies in the IoT space. We have invited hundreds of customers today that are here, a lot of suppliers, a lot of partners, but also this year, to make it a bit better, we've invited some IoT analysts for you to understand more about the market if you fancy it. We have invited some journalists so that maybe you can raise your brand even more than it is today. We also invited some strategy advisors so that you can maybe discuss about your strategy, design it, review it, whatever. So we wanted to make a success for every one of you. Nokia's slogan was connecting people. For us here, it's about interconnecting IoT people. That's how we see this event, and I hope you will enjoy it and feel it like that. All my team is ready to help, to introduce you to whoever you want in the industry, and I'm also here to help if needed. So if you look at the IoT market, through so many digital devices you can find today in the world, and through the very high-speed networks that are now available to enable the IoT, IoT is already big, is already present today. To give you an idea, there is more than 14 billion IoT devices connected in the world, and there is only 7 billion non-IoT devices connected, which is mainly mobile phone and tablets. So IoT in numbers is twice bigger than the non-IoT devices. So it is a reality. I'm still hearing sometimes it's the future. Yeah, it's the future, but it's already a significant reality. Now, I see the future of IoT as the kind of infrastructure that supports the development of tens and thousands of IoT applications. That's how I see the future of IoT. It's the integration between the physical world and the digital world, between the convergence between the IT world and the OT world as well. That's where IoT sits, and it's only the beginning. But now, if you look at the future, what will happen? Where is it going up? Nobody knows where it's going, but maybe we can imagine one day ordering on an e-commerce platform the clothes of your dream, and the drone will drop it to your doorstep just half an hour after you ordered it. Why not? I think it will happen. We talk about smart cities, but why not having smart countries beyond smart cities? And why not having a car that repairs itself after having autonomous car in the coming years? So the imagination is really infinite, I would say, in terms of IoT application for the future. But let's back to present. Today, as I said, IoT is everywhere, but we don't always see it. And I think you understood it. The theme is beyond the visibility line. Even myself, being 18 years in IoT space, I'm still discovering new IoT application every week. I'm still learning about IoT every week. I'm still meeting new ideas every week. And that's what we like in this market. It is clearly the place to be. If I think about my last few days, I crossed a lot of IoT application already. I started my journey flying, but before flying, you go through the security lines, and after the security lines at the airport, you click if you're happy or not happy of the security services. There is a SIM inside that sends the data, aggregates from everyone, and then analyze the satisfaction of your customers in the airport. That was only the first one. And then when I landed, I took a taxi straight to my hotel, and then, of course, I had to pay for the taxi. Then there's a payment machine with cellular technology, and you can pay with your SIM, sometimes with other technologies. But talking with the taxi driver, then he said, but I have some other connection in my car. So you had like 2 other devices that were connected. So it's 2 to 3 devices in every taxi. It's quite still impressive, even if it's quite a basic application of IoT now. But if I continue arriving in my hotel, I open the app of the hotel. It's a Nordic Choice hotel, looking at the temperature of the pool and the jacuzzi of the hotel in real time because of the sensors that are in the pool. That's quite magical. And then chatting again with the concierge of the hotel, I asked him, do you have some other kind of connected solutions here? And he said, yeah, look at the thermal cameras there. They are counting the number of people. And I said, are they connected Wi-Fi? No, they are connecting with cellular because we installed it here, trialing it, but we are going to install it in all our hotels. And by the way, the partner who installed all this solution in this hotel are here, Spiron, the name of the company, and it's one of our key customer partners. Then I went to my hotel room, and I started to think about the family after one day of work, And I looked at the safety app called Trackimo, which is also a customer we have here. And I could see where was located my daughter. She's 15 years old, she's a teenager. It's quite dark where she was at that time. So I think she feels safe, and I feel safe that I know where she is. If something happens, then I can immediately send someone and to see what's going on. So it's good for everyone. And this world of consumer IoT is only the beginning. I think you have only a few millions of consumer IoT devices. I think there will be 1 billion very soon. We will all have connected devices with us, whatever it's our luggage, our pets, or our cars, whatever. And then finishing my IoT journey, I started to think to one of my dear business friends. He decided to develop by himself, with the help of the Facebook community of parents, a device to track the the sugar blood level of her daughter that unfortunately is diabetic. So he developed a sensor that is connected to a cellular phone and to a watch in order to measure every 2 minutes the level of sugar in the blood of his daughter. And it's beautiful how IoT started from a parent with few other parents to develop this application in order to help the health of his daughter, but also to help her have a free life, because he cannot be with her when she's at school. He even gave this watch to the teacher in the school. So I think it's lovely. He could not come today, but I really like that story. And guess what? Now some big industrial companies have taken the concept and have industrialized and made it a product. But it's all started by someone developing an IoT application in his garage. So that's all these IoT applications that are really exciting to see. And then if we look at the future again, I mean, today it's 5G. If you want to develop a new application around IoT, we always recommend 4G or 5G. And why 5G? Because 5G is not about capacity and latency only. There is also two side technologies that are called narrowband IoT and LTE-M that are dedicated for IoT. It's the first time, I think, in the IoT history that we have dedicated technology for IoT. So that's fantastic. And again, it's only the beginning. 6G will come. If you read the press this week, 6G was working in the labs, 50 gigabit per second. I'll let your imagination go crazy and what would be possible with 6G. But let's enjoy 5G first. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cyril.
Thank you very much. I think, Cyril, we really need to thank you because we were listening to your speech there, and you really bring a lot of perspectives of how IoT impacting our lives above and beyond the visibility line.
Yeah. And you know, I've got one final question for you, Cyril, that I'm wondering about.
Only one, you're sure?
Well, I have some more behind the stage. But for now, one question. And you know, I was thinking, you've been working with this, and IoT is affecting all our lives beyond the visibility line, as you're saying. But you've been working in this industry for quite some time. What is it with IoT that still excites you after all these years?
Yeah, it's a good question. I got it quite a couple of times. I think there are a couple of things, but the main thing is that the successes of our customers is the one that excites us the most. Because we meet customers that start as a startup with just an idea and make it a bigger business. Sometimes they fail, they try another one, and then it's successful. Some of them are finding investors and grow like multinationals with 6 million connections. We have customers here coming with 6 million connections in 50, 60 countries. I mean, when I see them growing like that, it makes me happy. And the second one is about my team. Because at the end, who makes it happen is people. And when I see them learning about IoT like I do, growing with IoT, because IoT is growing like hell, and then learning so much, then it pleases me more. And they work with a purpose, because they work to improve the world, improve the society, little by little. And the future generations will benefit of all what we do. By the way, talking about future generation, I'd like to do something that my daughter advised me for my speech. She said, you need to create memories in life, like you need to create stories in business. So I'm going to try to do a selfie, if I succeed, because I'm not 15 years old.
Is that what your daughter
A selfie with all of you here.
Okay.
And if I don't succeed, it's okay. She will just beat on me, but let's try to do that.
This is nothing we want, Cyril, for sure.
Let's try, with you guys, of course.
Can we join in?
Yeah, let's do it. Then she will be happy. So let's try. There we go.
Okay.
All right, like that. It's a bit serious. Let's do it a bit more fun. Let's do one more fun.
So.
Put your hands up
Exactly,
for the one who are brave. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Anton, there you go. Yeah, thank you very much. I did it at least.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
good. Well done, Cyril.
Thanks again.
Thank you,
And
Cyril.
good luck for the day.
Yeah, we, we might be.